There are new reports about some of the people who were in the theater, and there's actually 4 couples where these girls' boyfriends made the ultimate sacrifice, protected them from the bullets, and actually took a bullet themselves. Let's take a look.
You pulled me down, and you covered my head. And he said, shh, stay down, it's okay, shh, stay down. So I did.
Do you think he knew that he was putting himself in danger for you?
I know he did. He'd do anything for me, and he always told me that, too. I wish I could have protected him the same way he protected me.
Yeah, you know, as I read this story, and apparently 4 different boyfriends literally took a bullet for their girlfriends that night. That was one of the stories. You know, it was hard not to tear up throughout the whole story. They had been going out for a long time in that case. Another case was a guy who was in the military, and they'd only been going out for about 3 weeks or so.
Yeah, and he was there with his buddies too. I mean, it was like,
He took the bullet, dove on top of her, and then his friends got her out of the building and to safety. And obviously the parents of these girls could not be more thankful. You know, they're praising them to no end and I mean, this is the definition of a hero. Yeah. This is, it's an amazing story, and you know, you think you might do the right thing when the time comes, but you don't really know, right?
Yeah.
And for these guys, you know, there was a moment of emergency, and they all not only did the right thing, the heroic thing, but it was also quick thinking. I mean, immediately grabbed their girlfriends, got on top of them, and literally, like I said, took a bullet for them.
Yeah, the woman speaking in that video was Amanda Lindgren, who's 24, and her boyfriend was Alexander Teves. And she said that when she first started hearing the bullets, she didn't even know what was going on. She just sat there kind of stunned, and he immediately dropped her to the ground and kind of told her to be quiet, that everything was going to be okay. And he ended up actually taking a bullet and passing away from that. And I can't imagine the heartbreak and the kind of confused, mixed feelings that these girls must be dealing with. You know, I'm sure that they're dealing with obviously disproportionate amounts of guilt. There's absolutely nothing to feel guilty about. I think that it just, like you said, these were heroic actions, and they really proved how much they loved their significant others. But I'm sure that it's really a complicated mess going on in their minds right now. My heart really goes out to them.
And it's not just a matter of how much you love them either. It's just, it's a decent thing to do. You know, I don't know. I don't think that there is a number of days or months or years that you had to go out with somebody before you would, you know, do this. But I bet you a lot of people wouldn't wouldn't think of it, right? But those 4 guys did, and then, you know, it's going to take her so long to recover. And how is any other guy ever going to match up with a guy who passed away taking a bullet for you? Never, right?
No.
And so, you know, look, the next time they go on a date or way in the future when they get married, etc., is the last thing on their minds now, right? They're not thinking about that at all. But God, you know, when they eventually get to that point in their lives, I mean, sometimes it's tough to compete with an ex. These are exes you're never going to be able to compete with.
That's for sure.